There's a reason they won't face you, and it's not what you think. It's not strength. It's not confidence. It's fear, deep, quiet, unspoken fear. Because you didn't just walk away, you saw through them. And once someone sees behind the mask, the illusion can never feel safe again. Here's what most people miss. When the connection ends, you might think they've moved on effortlessly, like you were just another chapter. But beneath that surface, something else is happening, something they would never admit. You became the one person who remembers everything. You remember the contradictions, the moments their story didn't add up, the subtle shifts, the truth behind the charm. And that makes you different from everyone else in their world. Because while others are still admiring the image, you've already seen the cracks. That's why they disappear. That's why they avoid real conversations. Not because they don't think about you, but because facing you means facing reality. And reality is the one place they don't know how to survive. Think of it like this: they build a life that looks perfect from the outside, but inside it's fragile, carefully constructed, constantly maintained. And your presence? It threatens to bring all of it down. You're not just a memory to them. You're evidence. Evidence of who they really were behind closed doors. And that creates a strange tension inside them. Because part of them wants access to you again. Not you as a person, but what you gave. The understanding, the patience, the emotional energy. But there's a problem now. You're no longer unaware. You're no longer easy to control. And that changes everything. So instead of real closure, they choose distance. Instead of accountability, they choose silence. You might see small, indirect attempts, a random message, a late-night check-in, a quiet glance at your social media. But notice something: it's always from a safe distance. Because getting too close means risking exposure. And that's the part that confuses so many people. You think, if I mattered, why don't they come back properly? But the truth is, the more you mattered, the more dangerous you became to their illusion. You became the mirror they can't stand to look into. And here's where your power begins to shift. Because what once felt like rejection is actually protection. What once felt like confusion is clarity in disguise. You weren't let go because you weren't enough. You were released because you started to see too much. And once you reach that point, there's no going back to who you were before. No pretending. No shrinking. No accepting less just to keep the peace. So if you're in that space right now, where their silence feels loud, where the questions still echo, understand this. Their avoidance is not your weakness. It's your proof. Proof that you stepped out of something that required you to abandon yourself and chose truth instead. And truth, to someone living behind a mask, will always feel like a threat. If this resonated with you, take a second to like this video, share your thoughts below, and subscribe to TF for more real conversations that help you see clearly and heal deeply. Stay with us. There's more coming that you don't want to miss. And just a gentle reminder, this content is for awareness and personal growth. Every situation is different, so take what aligns with your journey and leave what doesn't.